I don't know if you've noticed, but in today's age, technology is everywhere. It used to be that in a sport like ours, where you'd go out wheeling for the day, you could leave your expensive electronics at home and not worry about them and still have a great day on the trail. But today, with things like mapping apps and communications all depending on these things, you need to protect those devices. And if you want to learn how to protect a device like this, my $700 iPad mini that I intend to use for trail maps on the trail, then you should stick around. All right, so like I said, technology is everywhere. Now, today I'm going to be focusing on my iPad because a company reached out to me called Caseborne. They're based in Texas, and they make military-grade device cases. Now, they didn't have a case for my phone. I happen to have an iPhone mini because I like smaller devices that fit in a pocket. I've always protected my phones with a case from a company you probably recognize named after an aquatic mammal. But today we're going to talk about Caseborne because one thing I love to see in an industry around technology is competition. And that other company has been sort of the de facto standard in my brain forever. And when Caseborne reached out to me, I definitely wanted to show it to you guys. So check this out. They sent me a single case, right? This is for the iPad mini. Not a lot of people make cases for the iPad mini. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's not as popular. Maybe it's because it's a newer form factor. I don't know. But it turns out that as far as tablets go, this is the iPad case that Caseborne listed on their site. They didn't even have one for the larger 10-inch Pros and whatnot. So they did have a lot of phone cases, though. So you probably want to check out their website. Go to getcaseborne.com. There'll be a link at the bottom. I even have a discount code they gave me, SWB10. All right, so let's go and install this case. We're going to put it on my iPad. Now, my iPad currently has, it's stuck because it's magnetic, currently has the standard Apple, this like folding case thing that lets you stand it up, right? This thing, right? This is great for what I do daily, which is like office stuff. As you guys know, I work in IT. I spend a lot of time at a desk. I spend a lot of time in meetings. This thing's great for like taking notes and whatever. It'll also do things like OnX Maps, Maprika, but there's other mapping apps that I can run on this tablet. And this makes it super convenient to find my way on the trail. So I have a mount on my dash for my old Android tablet. I'm going to be upgrading that to fit the new Caseborne case once I can find a mount that works. But for the moment, let's get this installed and I'll show you what this looks like. All right, so let's start out by just getting this thing out of the box. I did open the box. I have not taken anything out. I have not tried to install it yet. I've done several cases on devices in the past. My kids have cheap, like Amazon cases on their phones. And one of the things I always notice with those cheaper cases is things like these little tabs always end up breaking off, right? Or they don't fit just right or whatever. All right, so it's got a kickstand on the back. The first thing I noticed was the kickstand only works in this orientation. So that's something you're going to want to be aware of. I don't know why it's like that. A lot of times these swivel, this one doesn't. So is what it is. I predict that what I'm going to be doing is for daily use, I'm going to be switching cases, I think. When I take this thing on the trails, I'll probably put the beefier case on it. And when I'm just using this for normal stuff like I talked about, I'll put this little guy back on. This thing is super easy to take off. It just pops right off of here like this. It's magnetic. But that's the Apple one, right? And then, of course, I have this pencil. I don't know if I would bring this on the trail. The Caseborne case happens to have a slot for it, so I see no reason not to. For now, we're just going to get it out of the way. Okay, now, let's take off the plastic. It does include a screen protector, which is handy, right? Looks like a nice, clear plastic screen there. Now, we're just going to take a guesstimate here that So this is the side the pencil mounts on. I'm gonna put the slot for the pencil up there, like that. They even have little cutouts for stuff like the microphones that are on the tablet. That's handy. I don't know if you can see those, right? Should have turned off my tablet. You guys are seeing all my notifications, which are plentiful. And then this should just snap right in here, I think. Let's see. This outer casing, I don't know if you can tell in the video, is rubberized. Should make it a lot easier to hold on to, things like that. Sorry, I'm off camera here while I'm trying to do this. There we go. It all just kind of pops right in here. You just have to get the edges around. And there it is, installed. Simple as that. The pencil, the Apple Pencil, should fit right in here. Now the real test is, once it's in there, look at that, it shows up, which means it's charging, which is a good thing. Because this pencil, if you don't have an Apple device, you may not know this, this pencil is smart. It's not just a stylus, right? It's got a battery and stuff in it, so it means it has to charge. So when you pop this on the side of the device, this magnetically attaches and then charges. You see that shows up, it says it's charging. So that works great. All right, so as far as like the charging port is concerned, it's USB-C. That looks like it's got plenty of clearance. I've seen some cases where they don't give you enough clearance to plug things in, and that's really annoying. Now my tablet's making noise at me. The power button. This particular tablet uses a fingerprint reader on the power button, so they give you plenty of room to get the fingerprint reader, right? Oh, it's mad because I locked it. Let's try it again. Ready? So if I place it on here, it should unlock automatically. Just like that. That works. Good. Volume buttons work, and really that's, as far as buttons are concerned, that's all there are on this thing. There's no switch like on some Apple devices to turn off the sound. But yeah, there we go. If I prop that up, unlock it, now I could, like, you know, fire up YouTube and watch a video or something. Right, so there you go. The thing I always worry about bringing a device like this on the trail is shock resistance. This rubber casing seems like it will do a good job of protecting against that. Has little feet on the back here. Maybe that's sort of keep it from sliding around. But yeah, it's nice. It's decently slim. I was worried it would be bulky, but it's not. This is pretty decent. I like the case so far. I will probably use this a bit on the trail and whatnot once I get that mount that I was talking about figured out. So remember, like I said, get Caseborne. I'll put a link in the description of the video, like I do for any products. SWB10 at checkout will get you a discount and help support me. So what do you think? Texas-based Caseborne or the aquatic mammal? You decide. Like I said, I have used the other brand for probably 2 decades, a decade and a half, something like that, for just about every device I've owned. So Caseborne has some shoes to fill, right? But so far, I have to be honest, the feel of this thing is equivalent to one of those cases. It feels just as high quality. It feels just as sturdy. It feels like this device is just as protected. Oh, that was something I wanted to try. How does the pen work through the... Let's just open up notes. All right, ready? You're going to see my terrible handwriting. Works just fine. Sweet. All right, so that's that. Remember, getcaseborne.com, code SWB10. Let them know that you heard about this from me. Gets you a little bit of a discount and helps us all out. So yeah, check out Caseborne, and that's it for today, folks. Remember, get out there and wheel. I'll catch you in the next one.